Welcome back to Turner Classic Movies. I'm Dave Karger. If you were with me earlier this afternoon, we just showed the 1951 naval adventure Captain Horatio Hornblower, which was set during the Napoleonic Wars. Up next is another shipboard drama, this time set and filmed during World War II. From Warner Brothers in 1944, it's Passage to Marseille. The story focuses on a group of French political prisoners who have escaped from Devil's Island in order to join the resistance and fight the Nazi invasion in France. The group is led by Humphrey Bogart, who had recently finished making another Warner Brothers drama with similar themes, Casablanca. Passage to Marseille also features several other actors you might recognize from their memorable roles in Casablanca, including Claude Rains, Peter Lorre, Sidney Greenstreet, Helmut Dantine, and Corinna Mura, who was the singer in the unforgettable La Marseillaise sequence at Rick's Cafe. Both movies also shared the same director, Michael Curtiz. But for Passage to Marseille, Curtiz opted to avoid his typical glossy Hollywood style and set a more realistic tone with the help of cinematographer James Wong Howe. The story unfolds in a series of flashbacks and focuses on the sacrifices made by French citizens in the fight against the Nazi occupation, showing us the personal side of their struggle as well as the patriotic side. Just as he had done with Casablanca, Curtiz filled the cast here with European actors in nearly all of the important roles. The only two American actors in key roles are Humphrey Bogart and George Tobias, and they both play Frenchmen. From 1944, also with Michel Morgan, Passage to Marseille. Passage to Marseille was the fourth picture Sidney Greenstreet and Peter Lorre made together during their run as a popular screen team in the 1940s. Lorre had been in movies since the late 1920s, first in Europe and later in Hollywood, but Greenstreet didn't make his film debut until 1941, when he starred alongside Peter Lorre and Humphrey Bogart in The Maltese Falcon. Prior to that, he had worked in the theater for decades, appearing in everything from Shakespeare to musical comedies, and he spent most of the 1930s performing with Alfred Lunt and Lynn Fontanne at the Theater Guild. Finally, at 61 years old, Sidney Greenstreet made the move to Hollywood, and his debut performance as Caspar Gutman in The Maltese Falcon earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He went on to play similar types in Hollywood throughout the 1940s, including in Casablanca, which again featured him alongside Lorre and Bogart. In total, Greenstreet and Lorre appeared in 8 movies together between 1941 and 1946, not counting their 1944 cameos in Hollywood Canteen. Greenstreet chose to retire from the screen at the end of the decade, but Peter Lorre kept working in movies for another 15 years. That's it for me this afternoon, but stay with us for another classic here on TCM, and as always, it will be uncut and commercial-free.
Next on TCM, Them, then Rodan, and later, Caged. There's no escape from Noir Alley tonight.